The John Rogan Experience.
True love experience.
Hey guys, welcome to the John Rogan Experience. Today we have a very special episode with a very special guest. And today we're going to be talking about the French Revolution and the effect that Americans had on it. Now, first of all, let's start with my guest. We have world-renowned historian Angelo John James. I was actually at the University of the UK when I saw him studying Red Cap. It was very
studied Red Cap, John.
What's up?
I never studied Red Cap. Not a single time. So I just don't know where you're getting that information from. That's strange.
Well, you were doing something about the French Revolution, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Anyways, we're gonna be talking about how the French Revolution was a major political and social upheaval that ended centuries of conflict, of monarchy in France, and reshaped global politics. Here's a breakdown of the key points. Now, before we get to the breakdown, why don't you give us a little insight, since you're a connoisseur, a real professional at this topic.
Oh, my sleeves here. Actually, I've actually never been to the UK, and I don't think you have either. Also, you didn't meet me in at a museum. You were in my stall at a 7-Eleven bathroom. Remember, you were like standing right behind. How did you? Why were you in there? Were you watching?
Too much information. Anyways,
All right.
Now, back on the French Revolution. The causes of the French Revolution, let's start here. Severe economic crises due to debt, partially from funding the American Revolution. That's very important. Famine and rising gas price, bread prices. They didn't have gas back in the day. Field unrest. Social inequality between the privileged first and second estates, clergy and nobility, and the tax-struggling third estate, which were the commoners. I'd say the commoners included Alex's family.
I agree, 100% a commoner.
Yeah, definitely a commoner.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that, just a word on the street, they denied Maddie Tingles.
Oh my God!
Come on! Wow!
Wait! Just say that one more time.
They denied Maddie Tingles. I know, it's incredible.
Tingles.
I know,
I can't wait to clean that up later.
There were major events to the French Revolution. The major events were the 1789, right? The Estates General Combines, and the Third Estate, which actually formed the National Assembly, leading to the storming of the Bastille on July 14th. Now, interesting that you called me Queen. I actually have a story. It's at Olive Garden. Well, it's not my story. It's Chameleon Man's story. Chameleon Man, why don't you explain the story?
It's actually a funny story. I was dining at Olive Garden, and all of a sudden, the Queen of England walked in. And then as we're talking, this waitress comes up to me and asks me, am I done with my food now? Dude, she was so hitting on me, bro. I just know it, dude. I just know.
I don't think you should have said that, Chameleon Man, but okay, I understand. Okay, well, anyways, another one of the important events of the major events of the French Revolution were the Reign of Terror, in 1793, 1794. The Reign of Terror, which was led by Robespierre and the Jacobins, which saw mass executions via guillotine, including King Louis, XVI, and Queen Marie Antoinette. Now, after that, in 1799, Napoleon Bonaparte rises to power, which ended the revolutionary government and started his reign as first consul. You know, Napoleon, my goat, just my Napoleon, you know. Funny thing about Napoleon is, speaking of Napoleon, his soldiers, to appear taller, they actually wore bear skins. They would hunt bears.
That's very interesting that you bring that up, actually, because I do that myself.
You do that yourself. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, it's very interesting.
I just think it's weird that you don't do it, which is strange to me.
Oh, no, I do it. I do it. I do it. How do you deal with the texture? The texture. Well, the texture, it insulates my head.
And it also actually helps with gut microbiome.
Gut microbiome.
Say,
and where'd you hear that from?
I want to say it was it probably was Our Three Dads. Very, very
wonderful. You know, and
come on, man. Pull up the picture. You know a video as well. Yep.
Maybe at the end, Marks. Maybe put your hand on top. Maybe just kind of get a little closer, everybody. Okay. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about during the wedding how Tom's gonna be.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Love is beautiful.
Wonderful. Honestly, I mean, it's wonderful. It honestly reminds me of
So you seem a little jealous.
A little jealous of what exactly?
There's something you want to get off your chest? A closet you want to come out of?
There actually is. You know, that it actually leads back to my backstory. You know, as a little boy, I always wanted, my father to be there more with me. And I never really had that until Maddie Tingles came in. Is my father figure. And it's wonderful to see this amazing, beautiful channel, which I so admire so much. It's hard to get off my chest. You know, like after that whole performance, it looks like there's like almost a tear in your eye. I mean, there's something else you want to let out to the public.
Universe.
Come out the closet.
I think it's time.
Little all that.
I just see the world in a very different way now. Ever since I was a little kid, I always had this struggle, this part inside me, deep inside, that always wanted to be just a normal person. And I could never find that within myself. And I think that goes back, all the way back to my Uncle Jerry, who ruined my life. You know, he used to call me all these racial slurs while I was walking down the stairs when I was a little kid. And I just couldn't believe the hatred in his voice. And actually, I just couldn't understand him as a person. And if you stop playing that horrible instrument, that war crime you're committing, my God, I think I'm gonna kill myself. Like, oh my God, calm down, Joe. We are on this podcast. We're trying to liberate the world right now, and I just hear this monstrosity that could only be regarded as a cheap imitation of the art of music.
Now we're going to talk about America's role and reactions. Okay? Now,
Of course.
Now, the French alliance in the American Revolution France's financial and military support was crucial for U.S. independence, but it worsened France's economic problems, contributing to the actual French Revolution. Now, the proclamation of neutrality. In 1793, President George Washington declared the U.S. neutral, avoiding entanglements in French-European conflicts. The Citizen Genet affair. French diplomat Edmond Genet tried to rally American support for France by commissioning privateers angering the U.S. government. Is it just me or are you sick?
Screw you.
Excuse me. What do you mean by screw me, pal? If you haven't noticed, I am infinitely times better than you in every way, shape, and form. In fact, I'll screw your mom.
You're a failure. It's alright. It's alright, buddy. I'm done.
Well, if I was a failure, would I have this?
Would you have what?
What I thought. Well, that's what I thought. You don't have anything like that. Now, on the topic of what we were actually talking about, we're starting off with the key figures and perspectives. We have Thomas Jefferson, who supported French revolutionary ideals but opposed excessive radicalism. Right? We have Alexander Hamilton, opposed involvement with revolutionary France, fearing instability. We have Marquis de Lafayette, a French hero in both the American and French Revolution, though his moderate stance made him unpopular during the latter. Are those very nice? Very nice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How about you check out mine?
Sleeves are officially down. Or up.
You always had trouble saying Christian. And so, I felt like we got a little off track there.
We definitely did. Definitely did. I would think it was more you than me, but...
Well, I mean, let's be honest now. I'm just better than you. Okay.
I would argue quite the contrary, actually.
Well, let's move on to another subject, less controversial.
You guys are...
Now, in conclusion, the French Revolution, the French Revolution had a profound global impact, inspiring democratic movements while also showing the dangers of radical upheaval. For America, it was a balancing act honoring its friendship with France while avoiding the chaos that could threaten its young republic. Now, what are your exact thoughts on that?
I hate your hairstyle. I hate it.
My hairstyle, well.
Yes, I don't like it.
Well, at least my hairstyle isn't cheap.
I hate your face.
My hairstyle isn't cheap. I actually lubricated it with...
Do you have any kids?
You brought a little bit of a sensitive topic here, John. Let's take a little walk here.
All right, let's take a walk. I don't like where this is going. Uh-oh.
I'm just going to take you on a little trip to the great outdoors. John. I wonder if there's a bear looking up in the moon right now. I like that. Connected by light. Yeah, I had a kid. He was a bear. He was a little cub. And unfortunately, I had to skin him alive. for a new pelt. Worst, best mistake of my life. Are you sleeping there, John? Over this extremely, when I say extremely, I mean extremely important little event that happened in my life. Well, you know what? I'm going there right now. You know what? You just brace yourself. Screw you. I'll be there. I'll be there now. Open the door, man. I've had enough of this. I've had enough. First, my bear. Screw you. Open up.
Okay, alright. Dude, what do you want, man? Dude, I mean, you always just in my business. Bro, calm down, alright? Hold on. Dude, hold on, man. Hold on. Dude, hold on. Oh, God.
I'm gonna let out my dark passenger.